Everyone starts a business to have profits. Simple, profitability can define as the business's ability to produce a return on investment based on resources compared to alternative investments. Simply, if the income exceeds your business's expenses, it means your business gets profits. Profitability may be high or low, depending on the amount you get. And this all depends on the business type, market, customer, and skill of the owner. So how long do you think it takes for a small business to be profitable? Let's find out. When we look at startup companies, it is impossible to predict the exact time frame of having a profit in a startup company. Most probably, it may take 2 or 3 years to have a profit. These time durations may also change since businesses measure profitability in different ways and decide profitability. Mostly in the first year of your own business, you may take less income and reinvest the business's net revenue. In the second year, you can get more income than the first year, and you can recover your expenses. Most of the time, you can have a small amount of profit. From the third year, you can earn more income and also increase profitability. If you are unable to make better profits in the first 2 years, don't consider yourself a failure since usually, every business has more cost than revenue within the first year. The actual time of getting profitability depends on startup capital. It means how much capital you invest in starting your business on creating products and services. Further, the amount of money you have drawn from the business as expenses and investments. You should follow a solid business plan and financial projection to have better results. So, how do you determine if a business will be profitable? As we mentioned earlier, the final expected outcome of any business is profit. But profitability may vary from business to business. Some businesses can get higher profitability within a small time duration and well as with less investment. But some companies need to invest more and take a long time to have profits. The main thing is identifying whether your business will profit or not. And how to determine profitability. First of all, you should have a clear understanding of the difference between profitability and return rate. Profitability indicates the amount of money the company has earned with all products sold in a given period. The return rate relates to the initial investment and the return that the investment can provide to the business. Here we are considering profitability. We can identify 4 ways to determine the profitability of the business. Let's have a look. 1. Calculate the gross and net turnover of the business. Gross turnover is the full amount of money which consider as company cash before expenses like salaries, bills, and taxes. Net turnover is the remaining balance of funds after all these expenses. 2. Get an idea about operating costs. Operating costs are the costs that need to run the business. And also, business owners don't expect income from these expenses. Examples of this are electricity, rent, water, telephone expenses, etc. You should have a better idea of these expenses about gross and net turnover. It's better to look at these expenses monthly and compare them with the revenue. When you continuously follow this, you can have an idea of reducing these costs over time. 3. Fixed and variable costs. Fixed costs are constant expenses that don't change according to the turnover, while variable costs depend on the month's sales. 4. Check profit per client. Clients are the most important part of every business since the profits mainly depend on them. Some customers are more profitable than others. Those customers pay big fees or buy goods which can get more profits. But on the other hand, you have to undergo more expenses to reach these customers. Sometimes, smaller clients consider as more profitable since the revenue to expense ratio has better value. So business owners should have a better knowledge of identifying relevant customers with higher profitability. If a business owner can manage those expenses correctly, he can quickly determine the business's profitability. He can also identify whether the business is profitable or not if he recognizes that the business doesn't gain many profits and better manage revenue and expenses. What are corporate profits? Corporate profitability is the final amount of money that remains after all expenses like salaries or investors' payments. If the business owner has a good plan, these profits also reinvest in marketing or additional product development. It is a good sign of a rapidly growing business, but there are no profits, and investment capital loss is still flowing. Even though there is no money at the beginning, by investing profits in new areas, there may be massive profitability within 3-4 years. When corporate profits invest as cash or liquid assets with the intention of future corporate use, the company can show profits in the future. The question is, do small businesses make a profit in the first year? In general, most businesses are unable to make profits in the first year. Researchers have found that a new business usually needs a minimum of 18 to 24 months to have profits. Even though a business gets a profit within 1 year, most of them reinvest the profit for the business's expansions, such as hiring new employees to the business, buying new assets, and expanding products and service range. The salary does not depend on profits. But in a new business, sometimes owners have to pay salaries from profits if the business suffers a loss. If the business owner has better skills and a proper business plan, it is possible to get a profit in the first year. How much does a small business make in its first year? A small business owner is an individual who runs and manages his organization. These people also call entrepreneurs, and we can find them in a wide range of industries. A successful small business owner can make more profits quickly. It should need a good business idea, a solid business plan, better business skills, and adequate startup capital. If a business has a good income, profitability will increase accordingly. But the business's income may depend on various things like experience, industry, special skill, gender, region. Let's see how the income change according to these factors. Experience. According to survey conduct by PayScale, the average income in small businesses mostly depends on the owner's experience levels. The survey has identified that the business's revenue with experience less than 1 year may range from $34,000 to $75,000. While business owners who have experienced more than 10 years may get more than $105,000. Industry. The industry of the business is one of the main factors which affect income. Industries with high demand can earn more income than industries with low demand. For example, small business owners who have their businesses related to electrical contracting can earn more income within a short period than industries like child care providers. Gender. The income of a small business also depends on the gender of the owner. Studies have shown that males earn more income than women. The profitability of the first year of a small business may increase if a man owns it. Let's talk about how long should businesses be prepared financially to survive if they do not make profits? If a business is unable to make profits, what can we do for that? We should stable the business financially to survive and improve the business to make profits. So this involves researching, studying, analyzing, planning, and regular monitoring of business operations. There should be a strong control system on cash flow, credit management, inventory, and, more importantly, a comprehensive financial survival plan. Therefore, follow these 5 steps. Step 1. Create a business survival plan. If your business had faced a loss, you should plan to manage your expenses in the future. Your plan should explain how to cut excess expenses, increase sales, maintain or improve the profit margins, and manage the cash flow. You can make this plan in the short term or long term. In a short-term plan, you can plan up to 6 months duration. The objective should be to get back to the break-even by cutting high costs. In the long-term plan, you must have more profits. You can plan on various marketing strategies, cost-cutting methods, and many more efficient and effective business methods to get profits. You can also adopt a series of business-enhancing innovations. Step 2. Make a strong control system. A strong internal control system can protect financial resources as well as prepare the business to survive. This system also provides risk management guidelines related to cash handling, inventory payroll management, and asset management. Usually, these control systems include computer security policy, transaction authorization procedures, information privacy, and random and scheduled audits. Step 3. Management of inventory expenses. Purchasing inventory is one of the major small business expenses. A better inventory control policy can manage inventory costs. And also, it reduces buying and holding costs. This may lead to managing costs of disposing of excess inventory when the inventory turnover rate doesn't meet expectations. Accurate sales forecasts are important when creating an inventory management plan. Therefore, this ensures that the customer demand has met without over or under ordering. Step 4. Usage of credits. An effective cash management system reduces the need to borrow money for working capital account. If there is a financial situation to borrow money, managing credit wisely is essential to survive your business financially stable. It's better to avoid credits and loans with higher interest rates. Always try to go for an extended payment agreement with vendors and suppliers. Step 5. Manage cash flow. A proper cash management system helps to maintain your business liquid, whether sales fluctuate or remain stable. If your business enables better liquidity, working capital accounts have enough cash and assets which can easily convert into payable cash. Cash reserves and receivable accounts are significant components in a cash management plan. As a business owner, if you can have a better financial system, you can make your business survive even in a challenging financial situation. If the business cannot make enough profits, these facts may help increase the business's profitability. So, let's summarize all we talk about. Profitability can define when a company's total income is more than its total expenses. This value calls for net profit. Income is the total revenue that the company makes in a certain period. Profitability helps to understand the viability of the business, whether it's growing or sustaining losses. The chances of generating a profit from small businesses or startup businesses are meager within the first year. Therefore, it will take more than 3 years to have higher profits. But if there is a better business plan with better management, any business can easily profit and increase profitability in a short period. Okay, now we hope you had a clear understanding of how long a small business to be profitable. Like, share, and if you have any questions, comment below. Also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell icon. See you in the next video.